Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes. Ugh.
Home sweet home.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off.
Ugh. This place is an insufferable offense to the senses. Reminds me of home.
Ooh, smells like burning meat and bad hygiene.
Dirty. Dirty. Dirty.
So Monarch ain't the only place people are liable to kill each other over basic machinery. Comforting.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill?
Bet we could do some good with these.
New parts acquired. Unable to assemble parts. Please consult manual if attempting advanced level modifications.
It's so cozy.
If you were one of the original colonists, this place would have been your home.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
This place gives me the shivers.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Wow, okay. There's a lot of people here. Too many.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
Echo! No? Nothing? Oh, well.
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
I'd say anything here falls under the salvage protocols of finders keepers.
I'm not gonna look at anything but the floor, Vicar. There's too many eyeballs.
Nothing to be afraid of here, Miss Holcomb. You're with us.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
Jackpot!
Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
One could make a real fine mess with that.
Not like someone left their name on it.
Wow. I guess Mr. Wells wasn't kidding about being a wanted man.
One day I'm gonna see my face on a bounty notice. Felix Millstone, wanted for everything.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Must have a sort of decency if he's got the board spooked like this.
Takes a lot of fun to rack up a fine like that.
Mobilizing silent scrubbers. Disorder is displeasing. Order will be achieved.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so riled at him. This is way bigger than Mr. Wells's little station. You could fit the whole Vale in here. Are those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Was a time I wanted to be an engineer.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
So much wasted space here. You could house everyone in Amber Heights in this room.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
The engineers get real tetchy if you bother them. Speaking from experience.
My thoughts exactly.
All this machinery sets my nerves on edge. When metal goes haywire, you can't shoot it. Well, not without being wasteful anyhow.
Is it just me or is it hot in here? Junlei's gotta be having a bad day.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
The old rest and go, with all the luxury and comfort of a shipping container.
If it's between the unreliable and the rest and go, I believe I'll sleep on the ship.
I can't fathom sleeping in a cold metal box like that. Give me a dirt blanket, a stone pillow, and a night sky.
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you settle in.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go?
I'm gonna need another shower after this.
Watch out, there's some puddles of... Actually, it's best not to contemplate that.
Whoa! Reminds me of being on Hiram's balcony. Don't look down. Don't look down.
We're getting all our shots after this.
How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Damn it! Just cleaned my boots this morning.
Seems like a fine way to die, but... All right, let's check it out.
Oh, look, sprats. They're cute. Until they go for the throat.
I'd been meaning to break this jacket in.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Wonder if they got some type of secret handshake.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Suppose that's the point. Hide in plain sight and all that.
Some freelancers sneer at Sublight for setting up a storefront, but they rake in the bits.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Sublight puts the organized in organized crime. Been trying to get him to use that slogan.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
Sublight, huh? I always pictured this being more grandiose. This looks more like your standard business.
Ah, Sublight. The legitimate smuggling business.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Everything about this place stinks of privilege.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Don't do any deals with these flighty fucks. They'll turn their back on you as soon as it's profitable.
Got no love for the board, but their bits are as good as anybody's.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We ain't planning on sticking around, right?
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
You know, I used to look up to the board. Till they abandoned us. Sooner we escape their presence, the better.
Smells like money. Breathe it in, Captain.
We're not gonna have to hurt nobody, are we?
Felix Millstone, Sublight agent. I like the sound of that.
Let us take heed that we are not caught bending the law. I am not keen on another long-term penitentiary assignment.
Ought to go celebrate our new arrangements with Cat Malin and Fallbrook. A woman's a riot.
Sublight's always got plenty of work. Good gig if you don't mind where the bits come from.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could he be?
So that's how it is, huh? You just sell somebody out to the board without a second thought?
Sometimes sacrifices must be made to stay aligned with the plan. Unfortunate, but necessary.
I don't know much about this lab coat, but if he trusted you, you oughtn't betray that. Trust is hard to come by here.
I would have done the same. Just make sure they pay you up front.
Contaminant level. Utterly filthy. Soda doesn't just stick to floors, bodily fluids do as well.
I ever say I used to do plumbing work in Edgewater? Because I smelt the like of this afore.
Ugh, never gonna get used to that smell.
Grand architect, that reeks. If I pass out, don't let me hit the floor. I might stick.
I have lived my entire life smelling sulfur, shit, and blood mixed together. And I'm still looking for a nose plug here.
What I wouldn't give for a surgical mask right now.
It's lemony fresh.
Spoken like a mechanical who's looking for an aftermarket sense mod.
Who taught Sam sarcasm?
We'll have to agree to disagree.
This is the furthest possible thing from lemony. I'm arguing with an automechanical. Nyoka, your lot in life leaves much to be desired.
You have any disinfectant, Sam?
Degreaser levels insufficient for area cleaning. Contaminant detected. Trace amounts of fecal matter from alien life forms. Job assessment. It's a mess.
Mr. Wells didn't seem so bad to me. I might twitchy, sure.
There's a reason they got this place under quarantine, right?
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
You know, lab coats don't usually lock places up without reason. We find any experiments, I vote right now that we set them aflame.
Hey, boss, if you need a tour guide, I've seen all 12 episodes of Terror on Monarch. Kind of an expert.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? Well, I know Monarch's a moon, but I think it counts anyhow.
Cannibals, sulfur pits, acid-spewing rats. Been looking for a change of scenery.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
Long as there's paying work, you can count me in.
Area analysis is as follows. Significant dust and spore concentration. Vacuuming estimate. Calculating. 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 Sprats are the #1 spreader of Viles disease. and as such are some of the most reviled creatures in the Halcyon system. Got a sprat problem? Sam is licensed to kill, literally.